Al-Latif, amongst the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is benevolent to His slaves. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestows upon them endowments from sources that they never expect. So that's the meaning of Al-Latif according to one definition. Another definition for the name Al-Latif is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot be encompassed by imaginations. Imaginations and delusions do not reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because Allah cannot be imagined in minds. That's why Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal and Imam Zunnun al-Misri both stated, whatever you imagine in your mind, Allah does not resemble it. Because our imaginations are created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when you try to imagine something, then an image will be drawn in your mind. You imagine something, that image has come to your mind. This image is like the thoughts that come to one's mind. It's a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That image can never be Allah azza wa jal. So this image is something that Allah created in your mind when you imagine it. That's why Imam Zunnun al-Misri and Imam Ahmad radiyallahu anhuma said, whatever you imagine in your mind, Allah does not resemble it. It's an imagination. Also Al-Ghazali said, whoever worships an image that he imagines in his mind has not worshipped Allah. Rather, he has worshipped the image that he has imagined. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot be encompassed by minds or imaginations or delusions. No one knows the reality of Allah except Allah. What we know about Allah is we know about the attributes of Allah, the names of Allah that are mentioned in the Quran, in the Hadith. That's what we know about Allah. But no one can reach the reality of Allah Azza wa Jal. One of the poets said a verse of poetry that means one is short of encompassing his own reality. So how can he encompass the reality of Allah Azza wa Jal? You don't know everything about yourself. You don't know how many cells are there in your body, how many hair is in your body. You don't know the length of your veins. You don't know the amount of blood in your veins. You don't know many things about yourself. So you do not have an encompassing knowledge about yourself. So how can you encompass the reality of Allah Azza wa Jal? This can never happen. So only Allah Azza wa Jal knows about His reality. But the creations are short about knowing many things. About themselves, they have shortage in knowledge about their own realities. So how can they encompass the reality of Allah? So Al-Latif, one of the names of Allah, it could mean the one who is benevolent to His slaves. He bestows His mercy upon them and bestows endowments upon them from sources they do not expect. Or it could be defined as the one who cannot be encompassed by imaginations. Allah Ta'ala said, وَهُوَ اللطيف الخبير. So this name is mentioned in the Quran as well.